Down in the depths of the Frostspire expanse lies a pickaxe of immense power, once heralded as the most powerful pickaxe known to man. Just ignore the fact that there's a dragon pickaxe. This was recorded before that update. Known as the Prismatic Pickaxe. Few wield the power of this pick, and those that do are considered masters of the forge. I didn't always wield this power. In fact, I started out like you. But let me show you my journey to unlocking this difficult pickaxe in the forge. Welcome back to the forge here in Roblox. I am currently sitting at $600,000, but this number needs to be even higher. This number needs to be $2 million because in this video, I am hoping to unlock the best pickaxe in the game. It is called the Prismatic Pickaxe, and I'm going to show you guys where it is and how you have to get it. So let's get started because we got a lot to do. $2 million ain't going to be easy. So let's do it. We looked at the zones earlier before. I went through and looked at this whole area beforehand. Somebody was asking me where the caves were. So the first cave is over here to the right, and you're just going to come up here and go in here. And this is the spider cave. But if you're looking for the orc cave, we're gonna come over here to the left here, actually towards Bjorn. We need to go to Bjorn anyway for the pickaxe, but we're gonna come up here to where Bjorn is, right here. And if you come over here, you see this pathway up here. If you go up this pathway, this will take you to the orc cave. And the orc cave is full of all kinds of things. There's even a door in there. It looks like maybe some sort of a boss or something along those lines is inside of there. I've not done that yet. Maybe we can go check it out. But here we are. Here's the orc cave. It's called the Peak. We'll go ahead and run through this. I do have some things that I need to do ouch in here as well, but we're gonna try and run past, oh, and not die, and not die, and not die. Hopefully, run past and not die these guys. But there's a door right here with a bunch of different runes and stuff on it. And it's on a timer. So there is a party that you can do and then enter into the thing. Maybe we'll do that at some point in the video, but not at the moment. So it's got like a 30-minute timer. Not sure what it is. Maybe a boss fight. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's head back and we're going to go take a look at where the Prismatic Pickaxe is and what you need to do in order to get it. So we're going to come over here to the left where Bjorn is, and then once we go to Bjorn, we're actually going to go past him, come into this little area right here where we've got this split, and then we're just going to kind of follow the path around. Now there is this thing over here, and I'm not exactly sure what this was. When I looked at it in the last video, you would go inside and just kind of teleport back and die or whatever. But if we come over here to this little area, we're going to go in here to the left, and there is actually a frozen lake. Now on this frozen lake, we have a hole where somebody is ice fishing, and we need to jump in this hole and swim down until we come through here. So this right here, as you can see, is under the lake, and there is a giant ice thing here, crystal here. And on the other side of that, all the way over there, as you can see, is the Prismatic Pickaxe. However, we need to get through this ice first, and unfortunately, we're going to need a certain level. If I can pull out my pickaxe here, if the game would stop lagging. Roblox, please fix your servers. I can't even do anything. This game is absolutely bugged. Oh, I just got DC'd. Awesome. I wish Roblox would fix their servers. This is the only game where I have issues with absolute massive amounts of lag, and it only happens really once I've been in a server for a little while. It's like they just have massive issues with their games recently, and it's like I said, it's the only game I have issues with. I play Battlefield, I play all kinds of stuff that require the internet, and I don't have issues. So let's go ahead and hit this, and it says that we are going to need at least 420 base damage to mine this ice rock to get through it. Now unfortunately, if you look at the pickaxes, that base damage is quite expensive. The first pickaxe that will actually get us to 420 is actually the frost pickaxe here. Starts at 420. So we either need to get the frost pickaxe or the void pickaxe, and maybe the snow pickaxe will do it if we have the mining boost or something involved on. Like if we have a boost of some kind, maybe it'll do it. But 420, blaze it, we need one of these two pickaxes, which means that not only are we going to need $2 million, because that's how much that pickaxe costs, the prismatic one. We're actually going to need another $1 million on top of that in order to get it. So I don't need $2 million. I need $3 million. Or, and I'm hoping that maybe we can do this instead, is if we come over here and we finish some of Santa Claus's quests. So Santa has a pickaxe in the store here that is 550 damage for 3,600 tickets, which means that not only do I need $2 million, but I need to grind out some of Santa's tickets. Now, I was already in the process of grinding out 1.3 million because Santa has a little bit of an issue as well. The more you do his quests, the harder they get. So if I come in here and he's gonna say, hey, go kill some enemies, I am now going to have to kill crystal golems. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go kill crystal golems and elite orcs in the cave up top. The quests get harder and harder as you go on, and it's going to hit a point where I am actually, in order to finish Santa Claus's quests, I am going to need to buy one of these pickaxes in order to do it. Kind of sucks, actually. So I have to make the decision, do I save up for $3 million? Or do I save up for $2 million and try and knock out the Santa quests? I don't really know. Either way, I did finish this guy's quest, which unlocked this geyser, which pops you up here. So there was a cannon that gets you up here all along. Now I need to go and kill elite orcs and crystal golems, which I'm actually pretty good at. So let's go in here and see if we can find some. I like to come over here to the left and fight these guys. So he's gonna jump up and they're gonna slam into the ground, and I'm gonna do some moves. Boom. You are not gonna get me, brother. Yes. So big epic fight here. This guy is, ow, a little bit bugged out. Here we go. Ow, ow. He's dead, but still hitting me. And in this little corner over here, there's actually a decent number of little orcs that spawn, and the lag is getting me killed, by the way. So I'm gonna come over here and kind of grind out some of these dudes and hopefully get some money here, because these guys actually, if you do enough, you can farm a decent amount of money, oh my gosh, out of these guys. It's actually half decent. I'm also working on Bjorn's quest, so I do actually need to kill elite orcs and crystal golems for Bjorn. So that finishing out Bjorn's quest is actually going to give me a decent amount of money as well. Unfortunately, I'm stuck on Sensei Moro's quest because I need a better pickaxe in order to finish them. Crystals and 3 more elite orcs, and then I'll be done with both of these quests. I'll get a decent little chunk of change. In the time that it's taken me to finish these quests, I've made about 10 grand. So you can make some okay money by getting kills. So while getting kills is a good way of getting some money, I don't recommend it as your source of income. Okay, we finished Bjorn's quest. He gave us about $30,000, which is okay. It's not the best, but let's finish out Santa's quest here. It's the one I really am super worried about here, because we're gonna need Santa's tokens here. Oh my god, I'm getting killed by lag so much. Roblox developers, game devs in particular, you all need to really petition and go after Roblox, the corporation, about their servers and the state of their servers, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is the kind of thing that makes people stop playing Roblox. Even though you may have a fantastic game like The Forge here, the fact that these servers are so bad, it's gonna make people stop playing the game despite how good the game really is. All right, Santa's quest is finished. We need to kill 30 golems for our boy here. Santa's quest looks like it gave us about 9k or 10k-ish, maybe 50k so far. So a long way to go though. Yeah, he wants me to do crystals and I can't do crystals. Although, you know what? screw it. Let's do it. Let's get the candy cane pick here. I'm gonna need it. I need to do it anyway. Might as well. Let's go ahead and equip it. We'll use the candy cane pick. What we can do though, since we have the candy cane pick, in order to get a little bit of extra money here, we can sell the Demonite pick. That's gonna give us a lot of money. That's gonna give us $375,000, which we'll go ahead and do, and I'll sell my Demonite Tachi. There we go. So we're about to get a crap ton of money out of this. So we've got over $1 million right now. No, we can't do anything because we need 320 base damage for the small ice crystals. That is a waste of money. What we can do is either mine these icy pebbles and hopefully, you know, we get some really decent stuff like the lightite and stuff like that, or we can try and get some of these boulders and rocks and stuff for a little bit more, whatever, which is fine. But we want to really fill up our inventory with stuff here pretty quickly and as quickly as possible. So we might do pebbles or whatever. I can hold like 400 and some things in my stash here, if I can ever get to it. 418 things in my stash. The idea is to fill up my stash full of stuff, and then we're gonna turn it into heavy armor. Now, because Santa has a quest for us here, we might actually go in and we're gonna make 3 weapons. We're gonna make 3 really crappy weapons just to finish the quest, but we're also gonna make 3 sets of heavy armor, because heavy armor is going to give us some of the most money in the game for forged items. And so I'm basically going to go in then and get tons and tons of money through heavy armor. And that's what we're going to end up doing. I have an inventory full of ore and I need to turn it into money here. First, what we got to do is do the first part of Santa's quest here, which is to forge a couple weapons. So we're going to do 3 really crappy weapons. So let's do this real quick. We'll pop out a couple of daggers and then we'll go into the armor itself here. Now it looks like, as you can see, I have tons of stuff in here and I'm pretty much going to use, no, except for the eyesight, I'm pretty much going to use everything in here just to make armor. I don't even really care what it comes to. I just want to make sure that I have enough stuff in here to where I have the heavy gear as the main things over here. So heavy, 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 and then like a 3%. There we go. Okay. So now I have the ability to get some heavy armor. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's heavy. Ideally, we want a chest piece, but I'll take pretty much anything. So let's go ahead and do this and see what we actually get out of this piece of heavy armor here. It is made of some pretty decently rare material, so we can at least get something out of it. Now I anticipate this piece of armor to make me about at least 5 grand in terms of how much it'll sell for. So I really haven't expanded much of my inventory in terms of how much I can hold. What I'll probably get out of this is, you know, after I do all my trips here, anywhere between $45,000 and $50,000, quite possibly. I'll come out with the lag. So we'll see when I get there, but yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. $4,000. Okay, so nothing great. All right, we have ourselves the 9 Nether Knight chest plate. 5,400, pretty decent. We got one of the new chest pieces here. Looks really nice, actually. How much is this? Mostly tungsten. 6 grand. Okay, pretty darn good. All right. Pair of leggings, not exactly ideal, but that's okay. And 4,700 is not bad. Okay, I can hold about 4 items before I need to go sell them, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so our first haul of items here is going to bring us $20,000 in total, which, good deal. First little haul of goodies there. 20 grand, that's pretty decent. Still a long way to go. Our second haul of goods comes out to a total of, let's see here, 23,777. All right, and this is our last chest piece for the haul that we have. Mostly sulfur and layer, which is almost $6,000 again. Our grand total for that haul of gear that I made is $55,499.74 just from the spider cave. What happens if I decide to go ahead and buy the $1 million frost pickaxe, which I need anyway, and I take it up to the orc cave and fill up my inventory there, which I can't buy because I have to complete this quest here. That is really stupid, by the way. The fact is this, Moro 7, which is what I'm on now, requires me to get some of these items here, and I have to mine small ice crystals. I can't do that unless I have probably one of these pickaxes, which means that I would have to spend even more money to get that. Ridiculous. So here's the unfortunate truth. It's gonna cost me at least $3,750,000 to get that prismatic pickaxe, because now I have to spend $750,000 on the snow pickaxe in order to even be able to start mining the ice crystals. This game hates me. I think that is a really stupid gating system, personally. I would much rather prefer just to let me buy the $1 million pickaxe. I guess we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Here goes nothing. Okay, so because I really just want to see what this is, and I'm kind of bored of hitting rocks at the moment, I want to go in and see just what this bad boy is. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? Ice golem. Hi, bro. Oh my lord. Oh my god, I'm dead. I can't even go back in to see him. Oh, because I died. Okay, I'm doing some like mental math. When I play games, this is what I do to sort of min-max. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, what is going to be the best course of action here for money in terms of like speed here? Because let's be real, with this pickaxe, yeah, I can mine these ice crystals, not very efficiently, but I am really only doing it for this quest at the moment. Oh, I got eyesight, nice. Which is fine. I do want to finish this quest because one, that's money, and two, finishing this quest allows me to unlock the $1 million pickaxe, which I need in order to break through the ice to get the final pick. But also these small ice crystals only give me about one item, sometimes two, which means that my stash is not filling up very quickly. What I'm thinking, once I finish this Moro 7 quest, if I can save up the $1 million to get the next pickaxe, then I will need to make another $2 million. So I might go back, go to the spider cave, and go down there and farm all of the materials down there. 46 small ice crystals later, and I finally got my final piece of mist vein to finish the Moro 7 quest. This is not fast. This quest is not quick at all. Boom. All right, we did it. They gave me $32,000, which I kind of wish were a lot more, but it is what it is. So it's been about 2 hours since I've started playing this and recording. I'm gonna do a little grinding and then hopefully have enough to go and get ourselves this final pickaxe. Well, after a little while of grinding and getting some money and stuff like that, I now have the pickaxe that we need in order to break the ice block. Now, here's what I don't know about this ice block, and what we're gonna have to go and figure out is, if I destroy the ice block, does it come back? That's the real question that I don't know. So we're gonna go find it and start hitting it and see what's up. I do need $2 million still, but that's okay. The actual resale on this thing is 750K. As long as this thing doesn't respawn, I only need 1.3 or $1.25 million. Here it is in all of its glory. Let's start hitting it. Every time I hit it, it gets bigger and then gets smaller. So I think I've actually shrunk it down a little bit. So you can see in the top there that some of the ice crystals at the top are peeking through. So this is actually getting smaller, but not by much. Oh, we did it. It took almost 25 minutes to do this. We got an exotic thing out of it. What did we get out of it? Oh, and my fears have come to light. It does respawn. Here it is. Here is the pickaxe that we are going for. The Prismatic Pickaxe. Oh, baby. Can't get it yet, though, unfortunately. We'll get there.
2,000 years later.
So after a few days of grinding out the $3 million that I basically need, here are some things that I've learned about money making in the Forge. When you last saw me, I needed $2 million. So we need 2 million to unlock the Prismatic Pickaxe, which is absolutely what we are about to do here. But there's some things. So like I showed you guys, I need a specific pickaxe in order to even mine the ice to get through it, and that is the Frost Pickaxe, because you need at least 420 power to get through it. And as you can see down here, I have 1.8 million. So where am I going to get the other $200,000? Well, actually, here's some things that I have found. So in order to get the money, I did a few different things, and I tested a few different things to see in which ways were the fastest way of getting money. Well, here's what I found. The more often that you make trips to the Forge, the more armor you can make. The more armor you can make, the more you can sell. That's how you're going to make a lot of your money, is by selling armor. And what you really want to do is shoot for the heavy chest pieces. That I have found has been the most money that you can get from a single piece of armor. But there's also another thing. In this zone, I'm going to come in here. This boss, if you're able to defeat him, will give you 15 grand every time you defeat him. And you'll also unlock a new essence called Legendary Essence. This one, really good. Now, why am I bringing up Essence? Well, Essence is actually something else you can do. So we're actually going to go in, and what we're going to do is actually go back to the Forgotten Kingdom. Now, you might have thought, okay, this place, why are we going back here? Because one little bit of information that maybe most people don't know about is that Essence is actually worth a lot of money. Like I said, I need $200,000, right? Let me show you the essence that I've got. And if you've been hoarding essence kind of like I have, then you might be surprised by how much money this is actually going to net you. Now I'm going to keep the legendary one for my own self, but this is what we got. $194,000 in essence. I've got my 2 million. There are two different essences that you can unlock that are really the important ones here. So we're actually going to come up here to the zone up here that is where the lava and stuff is. So let's go ahead and go through the basalt veins into the hole, and I'll show you what's up. So we're going to open this up. Now you can come in here and mine for stuff in here if you really want to, because this will fill your inventory up really fast. But the price of the goods in here isn't really great, right? So unless you're keeping all the legendary and mythic stuff, kind of like I've been doing, and making whole armor sets out of that, the amount of money that you get from the armor sets that are from the basic gear, the basic ore in this zone, it's not worth a lot of money. But if you go in here and you kill everything and you start gathering essence while you're mining, one trip in here can net you about $10,000 in essence alone as you're filling up your bag, and you can probably make around $20,000 to $40,000 per one trip into this zone alone. And it's much faster to come into this zone to fill up your bag than it is to go into the spider zone. And the reason I say that is because if you come up to a basalt vein and you hit them, they're going to drop anywhere from 3 to 4 items per vein. As you can see, I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. That is going to fill up my inventory so much faster than the spider zone, because the ore that's in the spider zone will typically only drop between 1 to 3 items, which in my case, I noticed a lot of the times that they mostly only dropped 1 item, and it takes sometimes a little bit longer to mine those veins than in this zone, which I can knock out in just a few swings. So the other thing here is that I can pretty much kill anything in here immediately. So I just got an epic essence from this guy. Here's the great thing about it. The epic essence is actually the thing that you really want to get. So I'm gonna just gather a few of these, and we didn't get one from that guy. The only problem is that with essence is that you don't always get essence. You do get essence pretty often, but not all the time. So we're looking for the epic essence, and we're also looking for not greater essence, but it's superior essence, I believe is what it's called. It's kind of a greenish thing. And if we find some, I'll show you what I mean. Right here, 2 superior essence, and that's gonna be great. So here's the thing about the essence. The epic essence for one epic essence is $100 for one epic essence. So while this Reaper, when I kill him, doesn't give me a lot of money, if he drops multiple epic essences, he's actually giving me a couple $100. So if I kill this guy, I didn't get anything from him. I got a bone, which we can use that. But this little guy, he gave me 175 bucks because superior essence is worth $75. If you are doing this strategy of going into that zone up there and killing a bunch of enemies while gathering ore, you're gonna net yourself a lot of money just in essence. And for me personally, I was gaining about $10,000 in essence per trip. And so basically all I did was just save it up, and I'm using that to supplement my $2 million. So let's go ahead and go back here. And I was also mixing in ore from the spider area and, you know, whatever, but also killing the boss up there for an extra 15 grand. So for me, I kind of was just going through and doing a little bit of everything in order to get money. It doesn't matter what you do though. It is going to take you a very long time to get this money. So there is no great way. You know, you can kill the enemies up there if you want to get, let's say the orcs and stuff. They will give you a bit more money per kill, and you can also get the essences, but I can't kill them nearly as fast as I can kill the people that are in the previous zone and still get the epic and superior essence, because the epic and superior essences, there is nothing past that other than the legendary one that the boss drops. We have done it. It's here. We did it, boys. The pickaxe is mine. We have it. Finally. Let's get out of here and go take a look at this in broad daylight. So I'm recording this on Friday night, and tomorrow there is an event where they are going to be opening up a new, not zone, I don't think, but they're opening up a door. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna find out. And I have a feeling, since there's red light coming out of this, it's probably this right here. This beautiful pickaxe that has taken me many days to unlock. I can now finish Moro's giant crystal quest, and I can even finish some of Santa's quests now. Yeah, so this pickaxe, let's take a look at the actual stats since we are here. 650 damage, 72 luck boost. So this is better than Santa's pick. This is better than the Void pick, or the whatever one that was over here. I think it's Void. And now I can actually mine stuff that I don't normally have. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Molten Frost one. Thank you for the money. And there we go. So just to cover some bases, and I'm sure there's some people who are probably going to ask, because this is what people do, they just ask, but why didn't I sell the previous pickaxe in order to make 750k to buy the new one? That's because I obviously needed that pickaxe to mine through the ice. That's why I couldn't just sell it. The ice does come back, and it comes back relatively quickly, so. But okay, well, tomorrow is going to be the new area, the new open door zone. And until then, I'm going to go through and finish out these quests. So I will see you guys then.